Power is the Truth Hour with General Sarah Sunsetti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarah Sunsetti YouTube page, a dynamic page. Y'all already know what it is. Black Power, Black Frequency. If you're feeling that frequency and energy, you should most definitely join. Link right down in the video description is in the chat. Click it, you'll get a video introduction rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I still appreciate you, and make sure you stay subscribing to the General's page, because it's always going to be fire for your family. Ring the alarm, KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarah Sunsetti DVDs, official General Sarah Sunsetti DVDs, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies for the kings, the queens, and the children. We got some flame over there. We got African and Kemetic jewelry. We got some fly jewelry over there for the kings and the queens. We got holistic tonics and remedies, home decor accessories for every room in the house. We got something for your family. Get on over there. 25% off selected items at this time. Here's the right time to shop. Get you something nice. Get a discount. Boom. Check us out. KingSeti.com online marketplace. And ring the alarm. SETI University, GeneralSETI.com. Pull the fire alarm. We got over 2,000 videos of nothing but flamethrower subjects. We talking about Too Raw for YouTube, The Making of the White Man, all debates. You see, all debates, all religions exposed: Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Hinduism, ancient Egypt, Ethiopian, Hindu histories, global Kushite history, Black Power politics, economics. We got it all for your family. We also got hand-picked documentaries and lectures from the grandmaster teachers. No other website can compete. Join the day. And everybody knows SETI popping on Patreon. Over 500 exclusive live streams for your family. We got a stack. We just upload. We got about 5 or 6. We just uploaded 3.5-hour lectures. They don't do that. They don't do it like that. You better get over there and get that work. SETI on Rumble. King SETI, make sure you get over there and subscribe. To all the family out there, donate to the General. I thank you. I appreciate the fact you appreciate me. Any of the family out there would like to donate to the General, the link, hard working General. The link is right there in the video description. Is in the chat. Click it, donate. I thank you. I appreciate you ahead of time. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels: King SETI, General SETI, Sarah Sunsetti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up, like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends, and comment, comment, comment. Just don't say nothing stupid, because I will ban your ass. Nah, here we go, family. This shit crazy as hell. This shit is crazy as hell. This remind me when they had when they be having the cartoons where the caveman be pulling his woman by the head and he be carrying a goddamn club in his hand. You see? And so now they ain't doing it that way. They ain't doing it that way. It's a goddamn shame, man. This is a shame. Here it is. They got a man pretending to be a woman. A man in boxing. And he in there, he's slugging the shit out these women. And, you know, and it's crazy. You know, but this is their agenda. Okay, so ain't no, this is the Western agenda to do some crazy. And so when you look at the beginning of the damn Olympics, and they got Fruity Dionysus up there in the front, and they got all these men, and in drag and shit, and they knew what they was doing. They knew that the opening ceremony of the Olympics would probably be one of the most watched TV uh, events of the year, or even many years. And so it's something that cannot be undone. And they can apologize and they can do all the crazy shit that they want, but it cannot be undone. So they showing you just what this Olympics is turning out to be, a fucking joke. You know what I'm saying? Where you putting men against women and shit like this. And see, this is where the shit fall flat on his damn face. To put a man in there with women and have this motherfucker beat the shit out of these women. This is a damn disgrace. But that just lets you know who's in charge of the Olympics. They'll let it happen. You know what I'm saying? But again, this is that caveman shit. Where they want to, they got this initiative to want to jump on their women. Okay, and so that's it. And so this is becoming another way for them to terrorize. I mean, this is just a fact. What else could you say about that? And it's no way, and now it's already understandable that a woman can't match a man in strength. Okay. A woman cannot match a man in strength. Let's get over that. I'm tired of that's just like you look at a goddamn lion and say, you know what I'm saying? And so when that motherfucking that beast get out there, ain't nothing stopping him. You know what I'm saying? You got to find some little punk, you know what I'm saying? But when you talk about the average, man with, that's not, poisoning himself and shit and he weak, but there's no way that a woman gonna match up with a man. So for them to put a man, knowing he's a man, who's pretending to be a woman, in a sports league with women, knowing that, and especially it don't make a difference. You understand what I'm saying? In boxing, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. And it's been a lot of episodes where they didn't let women get in these goddamn arenas with men and they knock them the hell out. They just had one woman, I believe she was either a champion. She was champion in boxing. And she got in there, and the motherfucker he wasn't even a champion. I don't even know if he might have been a boxer, but he wasn't even a ranking boxer. He was just a average Joe Blow motherfucker that was in but he was a boxer, but he was man. He put a two, 3 piece on her and knocked her out. But she asked for, but I ain't saying he should have did it. But in the arrogance of what cause she's a boxer, she probably knocking women out left and right. So it gave her in her mind that she could fight a man, and which is not gonna happen. It should not happen. But in these confused states of mind, a lot of people believe, oh, well, let's try. But that's the world. They want to see any goddamn thing. They don't give a goddamn what. Let's see. That's how these motherfuckers don't give a fuck. Whatever it is, they don't give a fuck. Every little wait a minute. Well, they sure don't like when yeah, I'm back, fam. They got mad at me because now y'all know good and goddamn well this motherfucker look like a Xerxes. Some motherfucker said they look like Al Pacino. That motherfucker look like a Xerxes on goddamn the 300. This motherfucker look like a Xerxes on the goddamn 300. You see what I'm saying? With some braids on it. This motherfucker got enough nerve to have braids in his motherfucking hair, man. Cornrow. This motherfucker got cornrows in his Xerxes with cornrow. Oh my God. I cannot believe this shit, man. And they let this motherfucker go in there and fight a woman. And fight women. And go and literally steal, the competition from women. Now, I respect whatever they want to do. That's they, you know, if you let the women fight. If they want to fight, let them fight. You see what I'm saying? That's on them. But let the league of women be women. Don't put no goddamn Frankenstein in there to go over in there knowing damn well that he's physically a man, and you let this motherfucker go over there and beat women up. That shit is atrocious. This is about the low down, dirtiest shit that these motherfuckers can come up with. They just show you, man, them motherfuckers that's in charge of the world and politics and all of this shit. They just ain't got no morality. There's no balance in nothing. You see what I'm saying? This is just pathetic. And he shouldn't, and call it what it is, a he. He should not get no damn medal for women's boxing. This shit I mean, he should not get no, this is bullshit. Yeah, this is straight up garbage bullshit if I ever seen it. You know what I'm saying? And they should boycott his ass. They should boycott. They should not, because what you gonna do? If you put your, and you put some woman in there, and I hope, and I know it's, and I know it's some black women that's gonna be in there and letting this motherfucker get in there and jump on the sisters and shit. And if he's been practicing and he got a man strength, he gonna fuck around and hurt somebody. He gonna fuck around and hurt somebody. The woman that he just fought, he hit her 2 times. And she say, fuck this. I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? She bowed out. She bowed out. She say, fuck this. I can't take this. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker, yeah. This motherfucker hitting like a damn, he hitting like a man. They not ready to get in there with that. I don't understand this shit, man. And the crazy thing is they doing this shit right here in the United States. They doing it, I believe, on the collegiate level. I don't know if they probably doing it on the high school level, doing it on the collegiate level. You see where they're going to have men running against women. They're going to have men running against women in all forms, going into women's sports. You see, to dominate them in their own sport. This shit should be illegal. You know what I'm saying? The Olympics is a bunch of fuckery. There is no way. It should be a ban on all transgenders crossing over into other sports. And I agree with women trying to be men too, because it ain't gonna do nothing but end up the same goddamn way. You see what I'm saying? You and your crazy, and we talking about, we not talking, I mean, even on the regular everyday, but you dealing with some of the greatest athletes on the planet. So you not even dealing with an average motherfucker. You dealing with somebody that's in the upper echelons of their capabilities. And so you mean to make me believe that you want to engage, not just the average man, but you want to engage athletes that are far superior than most athletes. So you want to engage a motherfucker like that? I don't believe that. That's not going to turn out well at all. Men should engage men in sports, and women should engage women, and it should not be no crossing the boundaries, all that transgender Frankenstein shit. You know what I'm saying? This is a fucking embarrassment. If you want to get your punk ass in there with some men, you punk. The fuck is you out there? You in there jumping on? Get your bitch ass over there with the men and see what happened to you. Motherfucker been to beat you up. You see what I'm saying? And I'm quite sure yeah, I know the men probably they talking shit like a motherfucker. They ready to engage your ass. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, they ready to engage you. So, instead of being a loser and go on and fight some real men and see what the fuck, it turned out to be. I don't think you would want to do that. You say this is the Roman gladiator sport rerun. Yeah. Yeah, he don't want to fight no men because they'll beat his ass. And I think that would need to happen. They should immediately, I don't know how he got into this, and they gonna let this man beat up women. This shit is crazy. They should arrest that motherfucker, man. He should be arrested for, you know what I'm saying? He should be arrested. And motherfuckers that allow from him to go in there and do that, they should be removed. They should be fired. And I hope the Olympics they come to wake they silly ass up because they didn't become so delusional in trying to cater to this no pride movement. The no pride movement to where I mean, would you let your daughter get in there with this Frankenstein? Huh? Would you let your daughter get in here with this yeah, with this Frankenstein? And let you know what I'm saying? This shit is crazy. That's no different than some punk up in prison. They think they goddamn, they think they women. You know what I'm saying? Going there and cracking niggas on the head and in there. Yeah, they in there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I mean that motherfucker no different than one of these old sad motherfuckers up in prison that wanna, be a woman, but in there, doing all type of foul shit and strong arming and shit and all type of crazy shit up in there. You see, same goddamn say he's a Muslim too. Imhotep, hey Rude, don't say it ain't so. Yes, Imhotep, hey Rude, don't say he's a Muslim. I know the little, I know the little Allah gang ain't letting they let transgenders into Islam, do they? Man, please. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Them and they probably they're just sad. They just show you they was always in Islam. See them motherfucking Muslims be playing like they ain't, they ain't yeah, but they just is they just as big as punks as anybody else. All punks. You know what I'm saying? Because they come out of that, they come out of that Greco-Roman bloodline too. Yeah, yeah. We ain't talking about the brethren. We talking about the pale. Okay, be clear about it. And that's what he looked like. He looked just like any Macedonian, any motherfucker from, them Greeks and shit and this, that. He looked just like them. Xerxes and shit and all that. Yes, that's exactly what he looked like. And so they come out of that Macedonian bloodline. They even in Islam they even made Alexander the Great a prophet. They call and that's crazy. And I was reading in one of their hadiths, and they say that the Greeks and Romans listen to what I'm telling you. This is not made up. They say the Greeks and the Romans is from the bloodline of Abraham. Did you hear what I just told you? Go look it up. In one of their hadiths, they say that the Greeks and Romans are from the bloodline of Abraham. And they say that Alexander the Great, they call him dual whatever, whatever his name, Karyan or something, in the Quran, and they talk about the two-horned one, and they show Alexander like Amun Ra when they had the ram horns on the side of his head, and so that's who they referring. They say that as Alexander the Great is like a prophet. Yeah, yeah. Well, what it says is by them saying that he's of the bloodline of Abraham. They from the bloodline of Abraham, meaning that they blood kindred with the Greeks and the Romans. That's what it's saying. You see, we the emphasis is not on Abraham because we know he's a myth, but that's the link that they say that connects the Greeks and Romans to the air. And we talking about the pale air. You see what I'm saying? That's their way of saying that's their brothers. You see, so when they do the Greek and Roman thing, they've been doing the Greek and Roman thing because they say that's their brother. Okay, so when you see this motherfucker out here today, and he's a damn, and he supposed to be a Muslim, back in the day, that to me, that was like, that's like almost unheard of, to a Muslim, a transgender, homosexual Muslim, that's like, that don't exist. But today, the reality is that they was always there. They was pretending. You see what I'm saying? Hiding in them, out there in the goat shed. Yeah, they hiding out there in them tents and shit with the tent clothes. All type of wicketry and shit going on out there. The facts is that this is the reality. And so to say that he's a Muslim and that I would like to, what, and I'm gonna go look and see what the Muslim world is saying about this. Not that it mean, but for so long, this was something that they considered to be abomination. They considered it to be abomination of all the religions. That I mean, the one you thought would have never, and it's Christianity it didn't crack. They didn't, but not all Christians allow that though. They don't. Not all Christians allow it. Not all Christians. You got some Christians that, and they ain't letting it. They ain't gonna let it fly. They're gonna hold at least, you know that homosexual shit, they not going for it. You got Hebrew motherfuckers that you got some of them niggas, all of them cracking. You see, all of them cracking. But back then you wouldn't think you would ever hear no shit like this. But today they have usurped, and I don't believe it the fact was they was always there. They were just hid. Now today they believe they can come out, that they got power to come out and that they in position they didn't and they didn't got into positions of authority now where they can and they can make laws, they can make rules and shit, they can pull the strings, you know what I'm saying, of certain organizations today, and but I believe it's gonna be a revolt. I believe it's gonna be a revolt, because it's a reason why they went into hiding. Because they wasn't when they was in Greece and in Rome, they was out in the open. But there was a reason that they had to go into hiding. You see? Yeah, yeah. It was a reason why, you know, yeah, that they went into hiding. They couldn't, because the world wasn't going to accept that. Nah, they feel that they back in atmosphere like Greece and Rome, and a lot of motherfuckers out here are acceptive of that. You know what I'm saying? These niggas, they come up with any excuse and shit. You know what I'm saying? And so because you motherfuckers didn't bow down to that energy and shit, and they allow, and even if they say, motherfucker, don't even say, oh well, I don't get down like that, so it don't bother. Man, shut the fuck up. That's weak, nigga. That you could sit in a room with a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, that And nigga, what the fuck kind of nigga is you? Man, what kind of, come on, man. Stop this bullshit. Let's stop it, man. That's why they ain't coming out here because of the fakeness and shit that niggas present out here. You know, man, get the fuck out of here. I ain't, no, sir. No, sir. You know, it ain't about being, no, is a demonic activities. And just like any other demonic activities, you got to rebuke that shit. Is in there just like murder and all kind of other shit. You know what I'm saying? Is ranked right on in there. And so, you know, we ain't making way for none of these demonic activities that y'all motherfuckers engaged in. Our people cannot breathe life into themselves with death. It just ain't gonna happen. You cannot breathe life into yourself with death. Okay, there's no way other way. That's death. There's no way you can breathe life with that. Okay, it is a denial of the cosmic law. It's denial. It ain't the reality. You confused, motherfucker. It's denial. You rebuking the cosmic. You disdain. You see what I'm saying? You mocking cosmic. You ain't confused. You mocking cosmic law. You saying because I have, because they've been, in their spirit, what if they got one, been cursed with confusion. You know what I'm saying? So they mock cosmic law, and so they come out here, not to, you know, you know, be one with the union. They come out here to actually be against universal and cosmic law. You know what I'm saying? And come out here and beat up and do all type of crazy shit in order to mock the world. And motherfuckers is and sit there and allow it to happen because they can't stand up and take control of their communities and their nations and set the record straight. And so I hope for, that the Olympics, that some of them men in there get they and women too, because these are their daughters just as well. And what the fuck it look like? You going, your daughters, they out there training, and I don't have no problem. They out there in all the different sports, and everybody is training in their sport to be the best that they can be. And here it is, you going to put a man in a woman's sport to steal they hard work. You know what I'm saying? To steal their hard work from them, and taint the motherfucking sport where it's not even legitimate. Because I mean, ain't nobody legitimately gonna believe that a woman can beat a man. And even if one of them do up and fuck around, he gonna been to hurt so many athletes in the process that is ridiculous. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. I mean, it's beyond just. It's dangerous to have him in there beating up women. This. I mean, you fucking, and he's a trained boxer and shit. He's in there training like that. Man, he could be cracking bones all in their face and shit and all like that. You can hit somebody in. I mean, what the fuck? He hit him in the temple or anything, man. You could kill some. Boxing is a sport you cannot play with. You know what I'm saying? You could fuck around and die. You know what I'm saying? You hit a person the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? You could kill somebody. You hitting so hard and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's men that then died in the damn ring. Or so mentally fucked up that they can't recover from that shit. And so to have a motherfucker in there hitting you like that, that's ridiculous. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That not only should he be removed, those that put him in the place where he can fight women, they should be brought before the courts. They should be brought before the courts. What the fuck is y'all doing? What is wrong with y'all stupid ass? It's one, and I'm not saying in any sport, but this is a combat sport. This shit, even if they was running, that's not a combat. And I'm not saying it's right then, but to have this motherfucker beating up women in a combat sport is ridiculous. This shit is beyond. This is the lowest that I didn't seen. One of the lowest things I've seen to come out of these wicked motherfuckers. You know, and so again, 2024, it continues. The dominoes continue to fall. I expect backlash from this first fight, and if it go down like this, just they should pull him immediately. I don't think he should fight anymore. I think they should pull him from the sport immediately. That's what I expect to happen before somebody get hurt. Because if that Frankenstein fuck around and hurt somebody, they should charge that boxing committee in the Olympics. They should charge them. You see what I'm saying? They should charge them with some form some form, I don't know, accessory to some type of a crime, manslaughter or whatever. They should be charged for that because they know good and goddamn well that this shouldn't be happening. All right, family, this is General Sarah Soon said. He said, hey, arm yourself with knowledge, bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.